Hey everybody, it is Tedley here, and we just watched the Snatch Game Season 11 at Sea. This was the Snatch Game episode where celebrity impersonations, and so going back to my reality roots now, if you go back to Season 2 of RuPaul's Drag Race back in 2010, you're gonna see Tatiana killing it as Britney Spears in the very first, And so every year, somebody, we wait to see who's gonna be the one bitch to stand out and kill it in the Snatch Game. First honorable mention was Tatiana as Britney Spears. Season 3 had Stacey Lane Matthews as Monique, which was legendary. Season 4 had Chad Michaels as Cher. Season 5 had Jinx Monsoon as Little Edie, which is one of the now most iconic Drag Race moments. Season 6 was a real good one, and Season 7, oh my goodness, I will have to say, but anyway, so the point of all this is that RuPaul's Drag Race has legendary Snatch Game moments because it's the only place you'll find the Snatch Game. This time around, who did it, who slayed, and who did not do so much, But so let's just get down to it, let me see what I can recall here from the moment. Firstly, my absolute favorite, Plastique Tiara. She was gonna do Lovely Mimi from Instagram, at least that's how I know her, and then she made it on like a Love and Hip Hop or something like that. But I know Lovely Meal from her nails page and from her crazy page, where she talks about wiping her ass and shit and black dick is bigger than the Asian dick and all that shit. So Lovely Mimi was an amazing choice to do, except I think she could have done it bigger. This Snatch Game was all about, either your classic long time ago female characters or like super right now. There's no in between this time around. So then also, speaking of other more modern ladies, once again somebody did Tiffany Haddish, who I still don't know who that bitch is. And also Silky did T.S. Madison, who's on the newer spectrum of things, because she just popped off with her YouTube show with Wow Presents a couple years ago, so she's fresh, she's a YouTuber, she's a social media bitch. Well, Miss Vanjie, she did the Catch Me Outside girl, who turned out not to be a good choice. It was kind of like, could have gone either way, but it just did not go good for her. But who did do good was Sugar Cane, who brought out this amazing Charo impersonation. I will say this. Sugar Cane as Charo was probably the most celebrity look-alike out of any Snatch Game ever. Like, she looked dead on like Charo. Just the look, just everything. I've never seen on Snatch Games somebody get it so right since Chad Michaels did Cher. This was an amazing look-alike impression of Charo. And her mannerisms were very Charo too, except they were like real Charo, not like caricature Charo. So she just didn't stand out as much like the judges were saying. But so you know what? And then who else was there? Well, the only other one that's coming to mind right now. Oh, you know what? Okay, so Whoopi Goldberg as presented by Evie Oddly. She was doing the 2012 stoner Whoopi, who, is kind of like a hipster or whatever, So she was doing the super modern Whoopi, not like a classic, It's kind of like, when somebody does a cracked out Whitney versus the glamorous Whitney. It was almost that. But so Evie just was not doing good on it. Even though she kind of looked like her. She looked like the cracked out version of Whoopi Goldberg. Brooklyn Heights did Celine Dion, who, girl, honestly, no. She should have gone in there knowing, you know what, I'm more of a quiet bitch. I need to choose a super bam character. And doing Celine Dion, girl, Celine Dion is I don't know, she ain't that crazy, she ain't that out there, she ain't that wild. So seeing what Brooklyn Heights did with her, it's ooh, oh shit, at least she did the backwards code, that was a plus, but it wasn't very good. Then it gets down to it and the runway, and none of these looks once again stands out to me except for Sugar Cane's. Sugar had a really good week and that outfit fucking slayed it. I was so surprised that she had something that amazing, and you know what, the gays be telling me that was expensive. Oh, and Miss Vanjie's, even though it was just another little catsuit like Michelle was hating, I thought it was fierce, it was fabulous. She had it right once again. And so then they did the critiques, and then who was the two safe girls? Was Plastique and Akira. And now these two, as soon as I saw them both safe, I'm like, oh, they got drama. Because Akira was with Team Raja, with Team Plastique is Fake. And so, there's a couple misconceptions that, you know, I am wondering about myself. You know, she just, you know, seemingly makes up that she doesn't know stuff, but then she does. And you know, like when she said she didn't hear about Beyonce until 4 years ago, but she knows about Lovely Mimi, she knows about this person, that person. I will say, like, I kind of think that her angle is a little bit of bullshit, but maybe someone told her, you know what, when you get on Drag Race, don't pretend like you know anything. Shit, this is the first time I heard about this bitch, so you come off better. You know, that seems to be the angle that she's going with. I don't know if she's killing that enough because she goes too back and forth with her knowing things and not knowing things. But so you know what, this was the perfect moment for Akira to put that shit on blast. But you know what, because Raja wasn't there pumping that shit in her ear, she didn't care that much, she was over it. So they had a pleasant time back there at Untucked. Back on stage, so you know what, it was getting crazy. Like I was thinking to myself, this is either the time that Miss Vanjie and Brooklyn do their relationship battle versus bitch thing, or it was going to be Miss Vanjie watching Brooklyn either being taken down by Evie or Evie taking Brooklyn down. I was thinking, oh, if they have the opportunity, oh yeah, they're gonna watch Miss Vanjie see Brooklyn go home, they're gonna have the emotional moment, and then they also showed Miss Vanjie fighting with Evie last week, so they already have it built in that they don't like each other, and so then, you know, Miss Vanjie gonna see Evie send her boo home? That's about to be some drama up on the, you know, TV screen. But then all of a sudden, nope, that wasn't the case. Oh bitch, that was not the case. Because you know what, when that lip sync for your life came around, both of them bitches woke the fuck up and they was ready to party it out. Now, at first I'm like, okay, come on Brooklyn, like everybody else in America. You know, of course I'm Team Brooklyn. Slightly, you know, less than Plastique, but you know, still, you know, Team Brooklyn, you know, her ballet been crazy, you know, and stuff. And when she did that runway tonight, you know, I thought that was a little extra because it's like, well, you know you in danger, girl. So she knew she had to do something, so she did that crazy ass runway. Then it turned out that they were gonna lip sync against each other, and girls, it was splits, dipping, popping, twerking, twirling. Like, I don't know if I see that much athleticism in a RuPaul's Drag Race lip sync since Sonique went home up against Morgan McMichaels. And you know what? I will say that I haven't seen two girls give it that hard since Sahara Davenport versus Shangela. Okay, them bitches put in that work to stay. They were both here to stay. They were not gonna leave. They were into it. They were ready to send the bitches packing. And Evie was twisting and turning and contorting, and she was the exorcist and shit. And Brooklyn, she came out with these fierce ass dance moves, and like as soon as she started hitting it hard with the and coming closer, I'm like, what? Ah! Like I was so slayed, and I'm like, yes, Brooklyn is safe. And as I'm watching it, like the more and more it goes on, you know, everybody at home is like, nobody's going home tonight, let's just watch this and have a party. And that's exactly what the episode was, because you know what, that lip sync was everything. You know what, if everybody lip synced for their life like that every single time, no one would ever go home. Ooh, that was a feel-good episode. The only question left truly unanswered is why Silky seemed a little strange when she won the challenge, because we was all thinking that there was going to be some crazy shit popping off and Untucked like last week. But no, it was a little more chill this time, and there was no reason for Silky not to be like, yeah, I got it, but she wasn't like that, so whatever. But oh my goodness, okay, well, so I guess I didn't have that much crazy stuff to talk about this week. You know, this was a pretty much by the numbers episode other than the crazy ending, so it's like, woo! Oh, wait a second, they didn't do the reading challenge. When's that gonna happen? Well, maybe they're gonna do it next week. Well, we'll see. I guess I still have more stuff to talk about, and I was trying to wrap this up, and I'm not gonna wrap it up. I'm just gonna keep on talking and flipping this fan in front of my face and shit. Okay, so I am super excited to have watched this episode of Drag Race. I am super excited that they both got to stay, because I will say these are probably the two fan favorites of the whole season, Evie versus Brooklyn, and so, you know what, I'm glad they both got to stay. So you know what, you guys, I will see you guys next week. I love you guys so much. Wow.